Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Pundit thinks most of the Premier League would now love to sign 23-year-old Arsenal player. Alan Pardew has named how many Premier League sides he believes would be interested in signing Emile Smith Rowe from Arsenal. Emile Smith Rowe is certainly one obvious candidate to generate some revenue for Arsenal. The 23-year-old has made just one league start since the beginning of the 22-23 season. Smith Rowe is not pushing to leave Arsenal right now, but he would be forgiven for seriously considering his future in the summer if he remains on the periphery of Mikel Arteta's squad. Aston Villa are admirers of Smith Rowe, but perhaps the villains will be far from the only side who monitor his situation over the coming months. Speaking on TalkSport, Alan Pardew believes that there are only a couple of sides in the top flight who would not be interested in the attacking midfielder if he became available. He said, I genuinely feel he is a great talent. If you look at the top Premier League managers, would they all be interested in him? Other than the top three or four, for sure, I think there would be good interest and you would get good value for him in this window, so that is a possibility, I think. Smith Rowe will be wary of watching his development stagnate. He is an England international who scored 10 Premier League goals during the 21-22 season. At the moment, it's hard to see too many Arsenal players reaching double figures this term. Clearly, he has the talent to be a key player for a number of sides at the very highest level. So while he may be desperate to make the grade at Arsenal, he will also have to think about what is best for his career. And if a club makes a big bid in the summer transfer window, perhaps Arsenal would have little choice but to give it some serious thought. Incredible player would need to leave Arsenal for a striker to be signed. There is a strong argument to make that Arsenal need to sign a striker. The Gunners have been struggling in front of goal for a little while now, and they are apparently on the lookout for a new number 9, hence the recent links to the likes of Ivan Toney. However, according to Ben Jacobs, speaking on the Don Deal show, no new striker will arrive at the Emirates unless Edin Ketaya leaves the club. That sounds simple enough, but the view within Arsenal is that they'd rather keep Nketiah at the moment, as the Gunners don't believe that the right type of striker is available on the market right now. Jacobs shared what he knows about the incredible forward. He said, they can certainly strengthen, but I think someone will have to leave. For example, if they want a striker, then Edin Ketaya would have to go first, and Arsenal at the moment would prefer to keep Nketiah and have that depth because they believe the right type of striker they want isn't available in this window. As much as we don't want to rain on any Arsenal fans' parade, it's hard to see this long awaited striker signing happening this month. As Jacobs says, Arsenal want to stick with Nketiah rather than twist and go for a different option, and in all honesty, we can't blame them. Nketiah has done a fine job this season, and while the goals have dried up at the Emirates as of late, it's not as though they are completely useless going forward. Let's not forget, this is the same attacking roster that scored 88 league goals last season. When it clicks, they are brilliant. Arsenal are better off waiting until the summer to sign a new striker and making sure they get the right player in. Fabrizio Romano claims the breathtaking Arsenal player now set for loan move away. Arsenal are currently in the process of sorting out another loan move for Marquinhos. This is according to Fabrizio Romano, who shared the latest on the Gunners' talent on Give Me Sport. Arsenal sent Marquinhos out on loan to French club Nantes in the first half of the season, but things didn't quite go to plan. The 20-year-old made just 7 appearances for the League One club for a meager total of 150 minutes of competitive football. Arsenal July took the decision to cut short Marquinhos' loan in Brittany and bring him back to the Emirates Stadium. the Brazil youth international, is currently with his under 23 national team for their 2024 Cannonball pre-Olympic tournament held in Venezuela. Romano has now claimed that the Gunners are in talks with a number of clubs over sending Marquinhos out on loan again. He said, they are looking for a new loan and for different solution. They want him to play, they want him to perform, obviously, some confidence. Now he is with the Brazilian national team, so it's important for him to get some minutes and some confidence, but they are looking for solutions. I think it will take some time. Obviously, the player want to make sure it's the best solution for him. So it's not just a club side, but also the player side. It could be something in England. They are speaking to some clubs at the moment, but it's still not decided or advanced, let's say in the next few days. Arsenal eyeing rapid £55 million attacker. Arsenal have reportedly set their sights on one of La Liga's most exciting young attacking talents. The Gunners could certainly do with bolstering their attacking ranks this month after failing to hit their lofty expectations so far this term. While an out and out centre forward would likely be the priority, there is also scope for Arsenal to get cover for the likes of Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. Now, according to The Sun, the Gunners are monitoring Real Sociedad's under Barrentea alongside North London rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Indeed, Arsenal and Spurs have apparently sent scouts out to watch the 22-year-old in Copa del Rey action against Osasuna on Wednesday night. The report claims that Mikel Arteta sees Barrentea as a top target whose versatility he can play on both flanks and at right back is of particular interest. In addition, the Arsenal boss, who spent a season with Sociedad from 2004-2005, still has an excellent relationship with the club, added the report. Meanwhile, Tottenham boss Ange Postecoglou has reportedly greenlit a Spurs approach for the player, who he apparently likens to former Celtic ace Jota. Barrentea, who reportedly has a €60 million release clause, made La Liga history back in 2018 after coming through the ranks at the San Sebastian club. He made his Sociedad debut aged just 16, becoming the first player born in the 21st century to play in the top flight of Spanish football. Barrentea has well and truly kicked on since then, making 136 appearances for the club and registering 15 goals and 7 assists along the way. His efforts helped Sociedad win the Copa del Rey in 2020, the club's first major trophy since the 1980s. Arsenal willing to push the boat out for £52 million attacker. Arsenal have reportedly set their sights on Palmeiras protege Estavio Willian. The Gunners are in the race for the 16-year-old talent alongside the likes of Barcelona, according to Mundo Deportivo, as well as Arsenal and Barca. The likes of Chelsea, Real Madrid, Manchester City and Bayern Munich are also in pursuit, according to Football London. But simply, Estavio is a player in demand, and it's no surprise really, considering how much talent and potential he has shown despite his young age. Arsenal, or any other suitors, would have to wait until he turns 18 in 2025 before he can join, but the fact there are so many clubs after him shows just what a rising star he is. The Gunners know the Brazilian market pretty well and have signed some real gems from the country, including Gabriel Martinelli. According to Mondo Deportivo, Arsenal are keen on signing Estavio and are among the big clubs willing to bid hard for one of Brazil's top talent. Arsenal will have a fight on their hands as the player apparently favors a move to the Camp Nou, but they seem eager to push the boat out to land him. Ali McCoist urges £40 million Premier League striker to move to Arsenal as soon as possible. Ali McCoist has now been urging Dominic Solanke to consider a hasty move to a club like Arsenal or Tottenham Hotspur this summer. Of course, Arsenal have been linked with a move for Solanke recently, and when speaking on Talksport, McCoist thought time was of the essence for the 26-year-old who may not get a better chance to make the step up. Sharing his advice, McCoist said, "Move all day. I look at Dominic Solanke and I think right now he is an unbelievably rich vein of form that might not last. Therefore, he might not get another opportunity to move to a club like Tottenham or a club like Arsenal. If he gets the opportunity to move to a club like that, for me, it's an absolute no-brainer. He has to move." Of course, it does remain to be seen if Arsenal will follow up any interest once the season ends. Perhaps some fans will be hoping that Mikel Arteta chases a loftier target, perhaps either Ivan Toney or Victor Osimhen. And whilst McCoist is right to point out what a huge opportunity this summer could be for the £40 million Solanke, Arsenal might have better prospect elsewhere, respectively. It seems the English striker could move to a bigger club than Bournemouth, but the jury is still slightly out on his credentials for one of the elite. Solanke does have a very impressive 12 goals in 19 Premier League games this season, but he has rarely shown this consistency in the past. That being said, McCoist isn't the only pundit who's been urging a big talent to join a club like Arsenal. Ali McCoist warns Arsenal against signing £70 million attacking target. Arsenal have been linked with Wolves forward Pedro Neto for a while now, and speculation continues to do the rounds at present. The Athletic reported at the end of December that the Gunners remain admirers of Neto as they look around for new wide players. Earlier in the month, the Mirror claimed that the Wolves man is keen on making the move to the Emirates Stadium. However, a January move is thought to be unlikely for Arsenal, who seemingly have other priorities, such as at fullback and in midfield. Now, Ali McCoist has urged the Gunners not to sign Neto at all and doesn't think they will make a move for him anyway. The pundit, speaking on Talksport, believe he is not what Arsenal need, as they already have a player similar to the 23-year-old Portuguese ace. He said, "Great player. He is not what they need. They have a lot of similar players to Neto. Is he a good player? Yes. Can he move to a bigger club? Yes. Will it be Arsenal? No. Neto is a high caliber player who has stood out for Wolves in the Premier League and would no doubt do a job for a title chasing and Champions League competing club like Arsenal. You could argue that the Gunners have a player similar to Neto, but considering the workload on teams like Arsenal, the idea of a like for like replacement isn't such a bad thing. At the same time, Arsenal certainly do have bigger fish to fry not only in this window, but the summer one too. The Gunners don't have an out and out striker, and Gabriel Jesus, for all his skills and efforts, simply isn't that guy. With that in mind, someone like Ivan Toney would be a great addition, but he won't come cheap, and with Neto reportedly valued at £70 million, the Gunners may well have to go for one or the other. Arsenal consider move for Karim Benzema as Gunners aim to solve goal-scoring woes. It's no secret that Arsenal need new players in the transfer window this month, and signing a top-tier striker might be crucial to their hopes of winning the Premier League. Ivan Toney and Victor Osimhen have been linked with a move to the Emirates Stadium. While Osimhen has declared his interest in moving to the Premier League in the future, he is not yet ready to leave Italian champions Napoli. Tony is certain to leave Brentford soon, but most likely in the summer rather than this month. He is looking to stay at the Dutch Community Stadium in a nod of thanks for the bees supporting him through his betting ban. According to Team Talk, Arsenal have discussed a loan move for the former Real Madrid striker Karim Benzema. The French striker is reportedly unhappy in Saudi Arabia at Al Ittihad, and he is looking for a move away from the Middle East. A number of clubs around Europe are looking to get his signature done. Manchester United and Chelsea have reportedly shown interest in acquiring the services of the French striker. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has shown interest in making a loan move for the former Ballon d'Or winner. According to Football London, if Arsenal cannot afford to spend big in January, then an approach to Benzema seems at least worth a conversation. However, despite the player's incredible career, the move would still come with risk. Benzema is now 36, and it's unlikely Al Ittihad would allow him to be loaned without the Gunners taking on some of his massive wages. He is also untested in the Premier League, and given his age, the striker himself may wish to go somewhere where trophies are more assured. As we wrap up today's Arsenal news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.